What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going over the hot side of the turbo kit, making sure there's no cracks. I already found one, which is why we're going over the whole hot side right now. Keep in mind, I have the headers, the forward-facing headers that we got to go over, and I also have the, I don't know what it's called, the pipe where the turbo sits to. I'm just going to go over all the welds, make sure there's no more cracks, and we're going to weld these back up and get them, uncracked, because I don't want no exhaust leaks or anything like that. And I think we'll probably paint this also, because he had a heat wrap on it and it's a little rusty. Here's what we're working with. We have this manifold to go over, that manifold to go over, and this whole entire pipe right here. I think this pipe is actually good. I think it's just the manifolds. I know this one's cracked for sure, which is why we're working on this one first. That one I'm not 100% sure about, but we're gonna check it out anyways, just because of what I found on this one. This one is cracked. Yeah, give me a second to find it. I know it was around here. Somewhere around here. Right there. That little pinhole. Could kind of zoom in on it and you guys will know what I'm talking about. That little hole right there, the two little darker spots, that would be a crack. I do believe there's another crack over there, which we're going to have to seal back up. I think that's it for this one. The rest of it looks pretty good. Again, like I said, we need to paint that. And I mean, there's just like little holes, man. Like, look at that little hole right there. We're going to fill all of that in because I really don't want any leaks or anything. There's also that piece right there. So I'm gonna go over all these and I'll let you guys know what cracks I find. So here's where we're at, guys. For whatever reason, every other weld on that manifold, on that pipe there, everything is perfect. For whatever reason, this header, which this one I believe is the passenger side, cracked on every single one of these welds. Only these ones, only these four right here. And that's it. These ones are good. Those are good. Everything else is good. I don't understand why. Probably the weight of the turbo, I would imagine, but I'm going to go over every single one of these welds. I already cleaned them off with the wire brush. I'm going to run my own beads, just fully seal this back in, and hopefully that holds. I really hope. Like, there's a straight hole right there. And then I have a crack right there going out. So we're going to drill a small hole at the end of that. And we're going to weld that back up. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse while I weld everything. And we'll see how it comes out. I mean, I'm not a professional welder by any means, but anything's better than a crack, right? So I got it all welded up. It doesn't look the best. This metal is actually very, very thin, like the tube portion of it, which is probably why it cracked. And it wanted to burn through really, really bad, especially on the crack that I filled. But I did the old flashlight test and everything, and I don't see any light through any of the welds. So I think we're good, and we're not going to have any leaks. I welded all four, even though the only real issue was this first one right here. So hopefully we're good, but we'll see. The only real thing that there is left to do is going to be paint this with high temp paint. I thought I had some on the shelf, but I don't. So I'm going to have to get a can of that, and then we'll paint that manifold black again. This way, it matches the other one that I didn't have to touch. For whatever reason, that log manifold on the passenger side, it had a bunch of cracks in it and a bunch of holes in the welds that on 3 did. So I'm not too sure what kit this is. It might be the version 1, it might be the version 2. I really don't know. If one of you guys knows, please let me know, because I'd like to know. I don't really care. I'm going to use it anyways, but I just would like to know. But yeah, so the header is fixed, the turbo manifold. So that should hold up. We'll see how long. I don't know if it's going to crack again or not, to be honest with you. But I guess we'll see. And yeah, so it's a short one today, but you know, I wanted to get some content out for you guys, you know. But if you like what you saw in today's video and you want to continue following the build, pretty soon we will be installing these parts on the car. I do have to pull the engine in this car and do some gaskets and stuff, some valve stem seals and stuff like that, because it does burn oil, but we need to get that done first. And then while the engine's out, we'll bolt the turbo manifolds on and everything, and we'll put it back in, and then we'll put our turbo on. And the hot side is honestly the least of our worries. The cold side is going to be our worries, because I'm pretty much just going to make my own. I didn't like what the guy had, so I'm just gonna buy a universal kit, and maybe we'll learn how to TIG weld. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll get there. So I will catch you guys next week, Friday, 12 p.m. Peace out.